So let's see. It's been about 5 months since I've last. Well, 5 months since I last uploaded anything. I'm too lazy as shit to think of a good way to intro this. Kind of bored. This also isn't a hentai review because I don't give a damn.
I
can do
mean,
whatever.
Misa kind of spicy,
Yeah.
There has to be an ample amount of. It swings
I mean,
both
there was that
ways.
time Takada was naked for half a second.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Was it? Is that the news
No.
reporter lady?
That is
Yep,
the news
yep.
reporter lady. I mean,
Gross.
I did start out as a hentai channel, but at this point, I don't really give a damn. I'll just make a video on whatever
Anime
I feel
review
like talking
channel,
about.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I guess so. It's more of a podcast channel. Yeah, I mean, Taco here. Don will never come back. I don't know where
Dead
that.
in
I don't
jail.
know if that man is ever. His schedule is kind
Incarcerated.
of dead.
He's gone.
R.I.P. Don. He's kind of dealing with bad schedule problems. I mean, he's probably quarantined right now anyway. Yeah,
Not yet.
that's
Texas isn't quarantined.
all right. That's one way to date this video. You know, virus and
yep.
shit.
Yeah.
Did Light write the virus in the death?
Well, there's some rules to that we could talk about later.
Yo, yeah, you posted that.
Yeah.
Kind of in depth.
Anyway, I'm here
Speaking
with
of Corona.
what?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I'm here with returner Nide from the Chaos Child video.
The best video, bro.
And Dice.
Hello.
Yes,
Local Californian.
And we're here to talk about La Nota de Muerte. Not
Muerto.
Muerte. What the yeah.
Muerto. Come on now.
Dio Los Muertos, bro.
Dia de las.
I said Dio.
Anyway.
Oops.
Yeah,
God.
Death Note.
Mhm.
I watched Death Note for the first time recently. Cause I had pretty specific reasons not to watch it because I had a complete spite for a friend I had who wouldn't shut up about recommending it to me. But I figured now I should watch it because I've seen Code Geass, also Code Geass video coming eventually, I guess.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna talk about Code Geass here, bro. But probably, I think it's kind of impossible not to compare the two since fans.
I find it very, very weird. Not weird, but like Death Note's been out for like 15 some years, and this is the first time you watched it.
I mean,
Pretty
what?
crazy.
You think that's weird?
Bro, you watched My Hero yet, dude? Dude,
You know what I mean?
My
Like
Hero's
it's a
awesome.
lot of people. It's a lot of people's first anime because it's so easy to digest.
I mean, yeah, I know. I would have. I said before. I went out of my way not to watch it. That's why.
Yeah, personal reasons.
But Code Geass, I did consume initially, so it's not like that's different. I just never finished Code Geass. And I have my own personal reasons for preferring Code Geass.
Because it has robots. Robot action, titties, robots.
This isn't a show about Code. This isn't a video about Code Geass.
And Pizza Hut and booty.
We're talking about Death Note.
Booty everywhere.
Let's talk about Death Note.
So yeah, boom, whoa, yeah.
Sekai Sai wo Sai. Yeah. Death Note series when did the manga come out? Like 2003 or something? Oh, fuck it.
Came out a long
Made
time ago.
by that duo that's like really good at shit. And they're making Platinum End right now. I don't know if that's good. I've heard it's not. But everything else I don't know.
One hit wonder, Death Note.
No, that Bakuman.
Starring Light Turner.
Yeah, they made Bakuman. I still
Bakuman?
Bada. Yeah, not Bakugan, Bakuman.
Yeah, I'm thinking Bakugan.
Or
yeah, it's the manga about making
whatever.
a manga.
Yes. That's a good show.
I read it. You had to read a manga about making a manga. Yeah, just like how with Shirobaki, you had to watch the anime about making. Anyway, how do we start? Death Note, I really liked it. I ended up giving it a 9. I mean, a lot of people, even with its quote unquote, how the fuck do I put it?
Worse.
decline in the second half.
The decline of the second half, you still give
Yeah.
it a 9-9. I
Yeah,
could, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it declined the whole 1 point, bro.
I know, I mean, it was never a 10. It was never nowhere near a 10, so it didn't lose a point.
Yeah.
Death Note's. We're gonna start from this. Okay, let's just go by like arc right now. The first, how many episodes is it? That's like I should pull an episode wiki. Actually, I should have done that.
Oh, there's like 37 episodes. The first arc, I would say, is the first episode to when Light starts giving himself amnesia, right?
Yeah. Actually, let me just pull up an episode wiki as well as a wiki of the characters, so it's easy to discuss them. Just the wiki. Anyway, we can just straight up start talking about both Ryuk, Light, since they're pretty much the only characters that get focused for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think the show started off pretty good for a first episode.
Also, I watched it dubbed.
Pretty strong start. Yeah,
I watched the dub. The dub's great.
Dub's good. Fucking quality.
I would say I like him a good bit. Light's dub voice actor also played Rock in Black Lagoon, so that was a
Same
Ooh,
character.
yeah,
It's basically the exact same.
No,
character.
it's not.
Now you say that, but you remember Roberto's blood trail?
It's the same character. Never mind, it's the same character. He's right.
Yeah, the Rock
So
pulled
the
some shit in that.
The first time I watched Death Note, I was like at the ripe age of 13,
I was 12.
and oh my god, yeah, we were very young.
I would have been 13 if I actually watched it.
That.
Because that's when I heard about it.
The first scene in Death Note is just like a notebook falling down, right?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good.
That's such a good shot. Yeah.
It's falling
And-
down from the heavens, dude.
Yeah, and then it falls, and then like Light. What kind of sold me right away was Light looking at it. He's all like, "Man, this shit is fake." And he puts it back down. He walks away, and then
Anyway,
he grabs
it's
it.
fake.
He grabs
Well,
it.
there are so many cases of kids bringing Death Notes to school with like names written on it.
Oh my god,
For
yeah.
whatever
dude.
reason, which is
Oh.
stupid.
Pretty cringe, but you know.
Who
I
even
don't
keeps
know.
a diary anymore, bro? I keep a death note.
Yeah.
Now we may as well like just jump right into it and just talk about Light first. May as well talk about the characters in the order that they appear.
Yeah.
Light. I had a fucking talk with Carl the other day about this, and it's like I think Light is the first time I've consumed a piece of media where I couldn't root for the main character, the protagonist, or rather, not that I viewed the protagonist as a villain figure. And it was hard. It was like I wanted him to not succeed, despite the fact that he, was like he's society wise, like my own morals wise, he is a villain, but technically, story wise, he is a hero of this story. He's just not a hero by my own norm.
First arc, Light, you can kind of see like the thought process, and then it starts to go other fucking places, and then the second.
That man.
Boom.
It's
No,
funny
he's not as bad as
because first episode he writes his first name and he's like freaking out. He writes his second name. He realizes, okay, I can do this shit. And then
he saves fucking hostages.
Yeah,
So-
but then the next day he has like 3 pages full and he's like maniacally laughing. You know, he's like, you know, that's
he
kinda like
fills that up
that's-
really quickly.
That's a sign that like, oh, this guy's kind of weird. But when I was
It's a sign
kid,
all he
I'm
needed
like,
was a push.
yeah, and then when I was a kid, I was like, man, this guy's I'm about it. Like I'm on board with him. Until
That's what like a
later
lot
on.
of 13-year-olds were about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I know I had a friend who thought he was fucking like Yaga basically.
Everyone did when they watched Death Note.
Yeah. Hey, Light is
remember-
Light's a fucking scumbag.
My friend rooted for Light, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? He's psycho, bro."
Yeah.
I mean, even Matsuda. I mean, he doesn't root for him. Certainly see it. Bro.
Yeah. Well, the Matsuda's great. He's a very complicated character. Quote.
Complicated. Man.
He's good at handling that gun, bro.
He's
Watch
he's,
out.
he's interesting. But that's Light. Like, you know, he's a smart ass kid. He's kind of fucking insane. He just needed a push, like you said.
Light is very much the kind of like. God, I don't want to keep bringing up Lelouch. Jesus Christ. Let me not then. Light is very much someone I'd say is someone who believes in the idea that the ends justify the means every single time.
It's like Sora from No Game No Life.
Why do you fucking say that? Why? Anyway, that he's definitely someone who believes the ends justify the means every single time. And when it comes to that argument, I've never understood the idea of anyone saying that one or the other is the correct answer every time, because it all really depends on whether on the situation, whether the means are more important or the end, the results.
But he's killing people. That's the kicker.
Yeah.
And some of them could be
he believes
innocent
it's justified.
because, Japan's Japan's justice system kind of fucked. 99% incarceration rate or something.
Something along those
So a
lines, yeah,
lot of those people probably are not guilty of your crimes, and how you can know that? You don't. And now they're dead.
I mean, he probably thinks it's fine. He probably thinks they're fine.
Yeah, he has a very
illegal
strong
personnel.
sense of justice.
His own strong, warped sense of justice. Yeah.
Bro, his name is Light, dude.
Whoa.
What does his name mean again?
Like
Raito.
bringer of light, because Gami sounds like Kami. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Bringer
there's
of
so
light.
many like God.
There's a lot of
themes,
religious
bro.
symbolism, which is really cool.
Which is what I really like about the fucking ending.
Yes, it's great.
Oh, the ending's
But
really good. Yeah.
That's what we'll get to that.
We'll
Anyway,
get
Light he's really smart. He's pretty entertaining to watch. He's a fucking asshole.
He ate
Does
that
some
potato
asshole
chip
things.
real good.
He's very cocky.
Yeah.
He's very egotistic, narcissistic. Like he's really full of himself.
Okay, let's talk about Ryuk for a bit.
He
Now,
likes
what
apples.
I really liked about Ryuk from the get-go is that his plan from the start was to be a spectator of it all.
Yeah.
Which is important later on to certain
He just
nitpicks I
wants
have. But
entertainment, bro.
He legit just wants to chill. He wants to chill and vibe.
yeah, he's just a desk god that just watches Light do his bullshit and he fucks around. He's really goofy also. He's pretty funny.
I really like him, yeah. He's
For
great.
the most part, he's truly a neutral party in the show. I mean, like, there's cases where Light bribes him to do shit.
Yeah, with
but
apples, like with
the
the
apples,
cameras.
yeah, exactly. But like when it comes to any other thing, like there's definitely Shinigami that we see that have a motive, but Ryuk just wants to watch, which is cool. Like I really like that about his character.
He gave me the impression all of the Shinigamis would be that way, but I guess not.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the case.
It's like the only one that's like that, basically.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because they made it seem like Shinigami are meant to be like neutral parties to begin. Right?
They are. I think they're supposed
Yeah,
to.
they
They
are.
are.
But then
Well,
the
they
other
are, but
you see
it's
are
just the ones
crazy
we see. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ryuk is really cool. He had a cool design.
Great design.
creepy.
This show is very like fucking metal and
Very-
demonic in a lot of
Very,
ways.
very gothic. Is what it is.
Yeah, which I like. They actually do that really well. It makes it very cool. It gives it that edge. Now, technically, we only really talk about things that are happening in episode 1, but immediately in episode 2, we get introduced to a good old Lind L. Taylor.
The fake out. The fake out.
That was that's
played him so hard.
that's the scene that hooked me on the show. Like the moment Lindell Taylor, for one, I knew it wasn't L because I've known of L for ages. But like the moment he kills Lind L Taylor, and L's like, oh, so now I know you're in Japan, and if you're in Japan, that means that that earliest killing, the heart attack case that was in like Shinjuku or whatever, yeah, that you must live there as well, huh? That was you testing it out. Yeah, you're kind of an idiot.
Yeah,
for taking that bait.
It was great.
Yeah, no, that was a stupid, like, emotional choice for him to make.
It's because he got
was-
slighted, right? And he was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, fuck this guy," with on his god complex,
Yeah.
and he got fucked up.
He got mad. That's what happens when you lose your rationale and your logic, and you just do shit like that.
What
If he
episode
wanted
did
it-
he put it in the drawer and like set a fucking flame trap on the drawer?
I don't.
He did.
It was on the
He
episode.
planned that eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, he had it. He had it in the drawer, and if he opened the drawer, like it would, like go. I don't fucking remember. If you opened it, it would go.
Yeah.
Oh no! If you opened it, there would be a board in front of it, right? And if you opened up the board without like doing whatever the hell he did, it would just set a flame, without making it so it didn't. I don't remember what the trick
It
was,
was-
but it was really smart.
It was a science trick. There's no point really explaining it because it just makes him sound smarter. But yeah, you basically have that. And then he was like, "Oh, I could deal with a little house fire." Like, oh, okay.
Oh, house fire, yeah.
It's better than being
Yeah,
put on
it's
death
not
row, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. No, it's just my house on fire. That's it.
Yeah, you get another house.
Yeah, it's got no house.
It's kind of, there's a lot of them.
Well, Light also has a mom, a sister, and a father, which, I was really wondering the whole time. I knew at one point it would happen. What would Light do in a position where he'd have to consider doing something to his family for the sake of his motive?
Yeah.
And he doesn't really do anything to them. Thankfully, so. I mean, he does. I mean, he kind of manipulates a bit,
Yeah,
but he doesn't
has
really.
to.
Manipulates.
But he
But
never
in terms of
throws
like,
them away.
Yeah, in terms of killing his family, he would never do that. And even
Like,
though
I was
he's
really wondering
pushing-
if he'd ever cross the line.
Yeah, it's so weird. I think there's a scene later on in season 2 where he's considering it, but he
Yeah,
can't bring it. And
He,
it's
he
like,
does
whoa,
say
like,
early on, like, if it reaches a certain point, I might even have to kill my family, and he never does.
Yeah, he never does.
Doesn't his
There's a-
sister get kidnapped by Mello or some
Yes.
shit?
Yeah.
Later
Okay.
on, yeah. That was great.
Now
That whole
we have to talk about.
Taylor trick.
We
was
do
great.
have to. Lindell Taylor, the fucking definitely.
L is the goat.
I'd like to think he'd still be able to figure out that Light wasn't. He was mostly killing Japanese criminals anyway, because they were all close by. They're just the easiest to get information on. That unless
Yeah,
Light really wanted to make sure he got criminals from all around the world to hide it, but
Yeah.
we don't know if that would have been the case.
Yeah.
Now, L, I guess we might as well just fucking the #1 detective in the world, groomed in a weird detective orphanage.
He's actually like he's like the top 3 detectives in the world.
He is,
There's-
yeah. He mentioned
there's
that he's the
yeah.
first #1, and then number 2 or 3 are created in case somebody tries to find him.
Yeah, that's fucking baller.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I fucking loved L. He
L's great.
was my favorite. He's also very goofy,
Such
Yeah.
a weird motherfucker.
but he's really funny.
Yeah, he's
Then
really
right off the
fun.
bat, you have to think like again, 13-year-old me. Oh shit, who do I root for? Do I root for L or do I root for
Who
Light?
do you root for, the serial killer or the detective?
Or the
Or the
detective is
fucking
trying to find
Goofy
the serial killer,
detective.
right? Yeah.
I mean, they both see it as a game the whole
Yeah.
time, so I certainly get that. In fact, they both like. There's
Bro,
multiple
the tennis
times where
match symbolism.
that fucking tennis match when the whole time it was them. That tennis match was so stupid. Like L going like, "Are you gonna win or are you gonna lose on purpose so it doesn't look like you want to win?" It's Kira.
Yeah.
But remember, Light, it is normal for people to want to win a game, and Light's like, "Do I just throw the game, or maybe it looks suspicious if I throw the game?" Like,
See,
just
is that-
fucking
is that-
play tennis.
Is that smart writing or is that just really stupid?
No, it's stupid. He's fucking overthinking a tennis match. He's
It's
not gonna think
writing that tries to be smart so hard that it ends up stupid.
you're not a murderer because you won a tennis match against a
As a
detective.
13-year-old, you're like, damn, bro, that's really facts, dude.
That's
Winning
really
is
facts, bro. If I win this tennis match, I'm gonna look suspicious.
He wins anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah, that
L
was great.
is in the constant state of looking like the most tired man alive.
he
The most
is-
tired
he doesn't
deadpan
sleep.
man alive.
He,
Yeah.
he doesn't get sleep. He stays up all the time.
He stays up all the time. sits very strangely because he says it makes his detective abilities rise by 40%.
Yep. Fun fact, that's not real.
Yeah,
he has the
I'm
stat
sure
spread, bro.
he burns calories with his brain.
Yeah.
I think he drinks coffee. Relatable.
does.
Drinks a lot of coffee and tea.
I don't know. I thought L was like really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
He plays off on Light, and Light plays off on L really well.
what are any specific fucking twists that L did that I like? Is there any that I could think of?
Well, I mean, Lindell Taylor.
That was that was great.
I mean, do you consider like the camera stuff?
I mean, that's just typical. Anybody would have done that. Like, he did that because of the Ray Pinbird, and like that wasn't really him. It was just someone suspicious of him. So like that's a lead to follow.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I guess we may as well go to that before we start, because L and Light don't really start doing shit to each other until after that.
Yeah.
Until they start, yeah. Ray Pimber and Naomi, what was her name? I don't know.
Naomi Misora.
Naomi
Let's fucking
Misora.
go, Taco. The best girl in the show.
I'll give you that.
I mean, what are
she's
your
hot.
what's your competition really, bro?
You got me.
Garbage.
L is the
You got Rem. You got Takada. You got Light's mom and sister.
And Misa. You fucking just got a bunch of people that Light manipulates.
No. Misora's she's great.
She was great. And you know what? I don't even think I mean, it was a good episode, but looking back on it, man, Light, you really didn't need a killer. I mean, no, he did. No,
He did.
I'm not gonna say he had to, but it wouldn't have affected anything if he didn't. Is what I'm saying. That more so to.
Yeah.
I'm saying if the writers decided to just add her as an extra cast member, it would have been cool and wouldn't have really done anything to hurt Light's position because they kind of figured out what she found out anyway.
Yeah. Because yeah, exactly. Because Elle figured out what Misora wanted to tell him anyway. But the reason
Light's
why,
such a
anyway,
fucking
yeah.
What a motherfucker.
Yeah. So the episode where she and Light are just walking, that's my personal favorite in the entire show.
The ending is so dramatic.
It's
'Cause
super dramatic.
The dramatic music of her passing her
I
driver's
forgot
license.
I forgot to ask your name or where the fuck, or can I see?
Oh, that. Oh, that.
Yo. Okay, yeah. She
It's
gave
like
me
why?
her
Why do you
ID.
keep checking your watch? Oh, this? Because I'm Kira. Oh,
It's so good. He's a fucking cocky asshole, and he got her.
yeah.
She can't do
She-
shit.
See, this is the thing where he and Elle are so similar because she felt like he was kind of like Elle, and that's why she trusted him so much. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
because
wow.
he worked with fucking. She worked with Elle in the past.
Yeah, it's a light novel. You could it's a pretty good
Oh
read.
wow.
Ah, light
even know that.
novel, got him.
I thought she'd play a bigger part because she was in the opening. He did not.
Oh, yep.
Ray
By
Pimber
the
also
way-
just died immediately because for whatever reason the man thought it was a good idea to start giving away his name.
See,
He
that's the
got
thing
on the train.
I
and he
love
died.
about the show. Like I'm gonna mention Gios and I'm gonna mention Death Note because I like the first portions of the show. The characters just test their powers, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's just so cool.
Which is
in Death
important.
Note. Yeah.
Like you gotta test this new power you got. You gotta know what it can do, what it can't do.
Yeah.
Like Light at one point, like he tests how long the limit is, what he can do, how impossible of a thing he can make people do. Like he made someone in Japan try to jump off the Eiffel Tower. It's like, well, you can't do that in like a day, I think.
Don't
Not
they
a
just
day, in like an hour.
die of a heart attack?
Yeah. If they can't meet the conditions, they'll just die of a heart attack. What else? Not really much to say about Ray Pimber. I mean, the way he got his ID was pretty cool, and the way the fucking
Yeah. That whole scenario was great. Light's like, I'm pretty popular with the girls. And he goes on a date right away.
God, he goes on date with multiple women just so he can become a better serial killer.
I mean, he's a sociopath. He's a good-looking,
Yeah.
smart guy.
Yeah,
He knows.
he is.
He knows what he has. And he's gonna use it.
No, I guess I don't really think there's much else to say about those two, other than they were like certainly interesting ways to show how far Light will go to.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, no, that's interesting. 'Cause that was the first time Light started killing like detectives over just criminals. They just
They were.
go.
They were innocent people.
Yeah,
They were just
it goes to
trying
show
to
he'd kill
help.
anybody who'd get in his way, including.
Yes. Yes. Debatably,
And then-
that's kind of the time where you as a viewer, you're thinking maybe he's not a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Naomi just kind of tried to avenge her dead fiance.
Yeah.
She died too, though. She was a little too trusting of this random guy she just met. But
Yeah. Well, you know
He's
what?
hot though, bro.
She
was
is.
hot.
There's a lot of symbolism that we could talk about later, but that's really it. Like, it's just a lot of like these small connections with other characters that kind of drive who we have to do certain actions.
let's see what happens next. What happens? Okay, I know. Yeah, what happens next? Actually, no. There's only one other thing that I remember specifically that happens before the camera shit. I don't have much to say about it other than the fact that I think it's very funny that when L decides to put cameras in Light's room, Light decides to buy pornography so he can look like a normal 17-year-old and not like a vicious sociopath murderer.
Dude, I buy my porn all the time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I go to markets to buy my porn and I just stuff it in my encyclopedia book so no one can find it.
And he just stares at it for like a specific amount of time. And
Oh man,
He played with himself and like, you know, his dad and his L were watching.
fucking like, what was it? His dad was so surprised. Like, I can't believe my son is looking at that sting. It's like I mean, when I was that age, I also did have thoughts like that.
Yep.
Okay, L.
stare at a porn mag, just longingly.
Okay, but then the real shit was the fucking potato chip shit. I'm not gonna go over the fucking joke I've heard 10 billion times. That's not funny.
Potato chips.
It's
Like-
it's stupid.
What I thought was actually funny was like, I mean, obviously he had the TV thing in his fucking the potato chip bag, and his homework in the other hand. And I had to pause. Like, I died the moment he said, "Oh, I'll do equations in one hand and I'll write names in the other." It's like, you fuck. He's so full of himself.
It's so
When he
dramatic.
says that,
It's
oh my
so
God.
fucking overplayed.
But
That's the beauty
it is
That's
really
the beauty
smart.
of the show.
It's really smart though.
Yeah.
And yeah, he needed to do that because I mean, he needed a way to fucking prove that he was getting that he wasn't. He needed to kill a criminal whose name was just released that wasn't. Name was just released while he had his TV and computer off. Just like, oh,
Yeah.
how can he get that information?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really smart. And then after that, like when they figure after that, like there'd be no reason to monitor him because they'll think he can get his info even without. I don't know. What was it? Yeah, no, they stopped monitoring him because if he can hide how he does the killing, then there's
Yeah.
no point in watching him.
That's where L was like, I mean, your family sounds too innocent, you know?
Well, yeah, because he was acting innocent.
He was acting innocent. He was always a step
Light
ahead.
is a really good actor, by the way.
Yeah, he's good.
Like I looked at the last chapter of the manga and it has like a bunch of character profiles and like it had a skill list for all the characters, and for Light, actor was like in full. It's like, yeah, he's a really good actor.
it wasn't silly like 11 out of 10 acting skills.
No.
It should be that nigga can fucking act.
He can.
Like
So
he
it
killed so
also,
many people with
interestingly
it.
enough, under intelligence, his was full, but L's was slightly lower.
Impossible.
Though
Impossible.
I wouldn't say that, but I get sure.
I would
That's fine.
say L is smarter than Light, but Light has a fucking death
Yeah, L
notebook.
doesn't have to deal with Shinigami shit.
No, he's playing
He,
by
he doesn't cheat.
what logic is, you know?
Yeah.
He's playing on a human level.
Yeah, and the moment that you bring in
Fucking Light.
Shinigami and shit, oh my god.
Though when it comes to the camera shit, honestly, I mean, yeah, he did write names like 3 weeks in advance, so even if he couldn't write anything, people would still die. But I mean, eventually, unless Light starts using the Death Note outside of his room, but they'd be monitoring him at all times, so they can't. Eventually, he wouldn't have the kind of bank funds to afford those TVs.
$400 for that TV, man.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not like he could just keep buying them. So eventually, the killings would stop.
You know, the interesting thing is that when Light was killing, it was after school all the time, and L was like, "Yeah, he's a student. His schedule matches up." And then right after that, he switches it up, and it's
Yeah.
like, you're kind of suspicious. Like,
Well, like the show does what the show does a lot, and what L does a lot is that whole like, I mean, I guess it's a mental thing, and it's like I guess marks the difference between characters like Light and L and every normal person in the show. Is whenever Light would try to do something to make himself seem innocent, everyone would be like, "Oh, Light, you're so innocent." L would be like, "No, he's only doing that to seem innocent, but it's way too soon. It's way too
yes,
reactory."
yes, exactly.
It's like why is it gone from a school schedule to just a 1 hour every day schedule? It's like
Yeah.
because he knows we found out. He has connection to the police, and that's very interesting. Now, the next portion would be
College
what
arc? Testing?
yeah, it's when Light
College?
actually starts working for the task force a bit. I think it's the humiliation scene. Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. Back up a little bit with where Light and L meet each other at the
the
exam.
school.
Yeah.
At first I was very complex. I was very perplexed for like why the fuck did L do that? When I realized like that's a really smart safety net actually. I mean
Yeah.
it's risky, but him telling Light he's L is immediately like, okay, I'm L. Go ahead and kill me. My name is Hideki Ryuga. Just go ahead and do it. Because you do it, and immediately you're the most suspicious man on the planet.
He really
Not only that,
Can
he
you
shares a name with
imagine?
an idol. You're gonna kill him instead?
My name is fucking Nick Jonas.
Nick
Kill me.
Jonas.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so smart.
It was.
How you
Hideki
gonna react,
Ryuga,
bro?
And then his
Ryuzaki.
reaction. Damn it, he got me.
Damn it. He got me.
I also like that how very thorough the task force is. Like they have to switch hotels. Like every time they meet up.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
has to hurt the fun. But oh well.
I mean, Watari is a lot of money, so
Oh,
Walter has
is
a lot of money.
cool.
he's cool.
He's Alfred from the Batman series,
is.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah. There's anything to say about the task force?
There's a lot to say about the task force, but I feel like they really shine in second season.
They in second, like at the end, and like Aizawa maybe.
There's a paper that I read, an analysis, if you will, on the task force. And,
Like in the second season, I was kind of just like, I didn't have anything to think of the task force. Like they were just being manipulated the whole time. Like even worse than they were before. It's like my God, he really has you guys in it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you said, it really is Aizawa, and Aizawa that really kind of finds things out, and it's kind of like Light's dad. I mean, in the anime, it's he definitely trusts his son.
Okay, I guess they did do stuff during the course.
They do a lot to especially with the Yotsuba arc. Obviously, like task force is very like intertwined with that, but Anyway, in that paper, you know, you have L and Light who are leagues smarter than all of them.
Yeah.
But the only constant throughout the entire series is the task force, and it's kind of like they start really low IQ, but then it takes them time to actually get to the final section where they're able to confirm, yeah, like Light's Kira,
The only one I really remember is Matsuda.
because Matsuda is great.
Because
You don't remember Light's dad?
I mean, he counts, but he doesn't really count. I hold them separately because he like matters.
I get it though. I like the task force guy. Wow. The task force guys. I can't really say I could name a lot about them. Really?
You really got Soichiro, Matsuda, and Aizawa. Everyone else is
Those
kind
are the three that matter.
Yeah. The other ones are just jobbers. There's Mogi who dies.
Is that
He
what the one with
dies?
the afro?
When he died?
No, Mogi died, right?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
One of the guys.
Yeah, I thinking about
Oh.
the guy that Misa killed.
Yeah.
That's not Mogi.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
That's some random guy. Yeah.
What
that
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 person
was-
died?
That was a task force member, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was, but he died.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Misa.
Yeah,
I
it's really
guess we have
just-
to talk about this.
Oh yeah, Misa does pop up.
I guess this is my chance to talk about my first problems with Death Note. Ooh. Now,
Yeah.
because I've liked it so far. I wouldn't say it was anything amazing so far, but I really, it was very entertaining. Yeah, interesting. But then Miss
Interesting.
Misa Amon, I wouldn't say her showing up. Her herself isn't a problem. It's not. Yeah, she's not her at all. Misa showing up with her, she uses the Shinigami out, halves her life. Which, man, it'd be nice if we like fucking knew
They're weird.
those numbers.
They're very weird. Like, no, not even the numbers. It's just the fact that, yeah, she kills herself, right?
I mean,
Does that
I
mean
have
it's
no idea.
preordained? Does that mean that the date of Light's death got reduced because of that? Or, like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like, so you know, let's say Misa, she was supposed to die when she was like a kid.
Yeah.
But then, you know, jealous, the other Shinigami killed her, and he died, and that transferred his lifespan, which could be fucking infinite for all we know, like 1,000 years.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now Misa has like that much life, you know? Like who
Oh,
really
okay.
knows, right? But
I forgot about that part. Yeah.
yeah, so she gets
jealous.
yeah, so you get life back, and then she halves it. So now she could die at like I don't know, 500 years instead of 1,000 or something.
But her killing herself is like a separate factor than it being
Yes.
preordained, or
Well, yeah. I don't know.
that rule
They
is a
didn't make
little
it.
iffy.
I assumed what she was doing was killing herself, but I mean, they didn't make it super clear.
Well, there's
But like,
we'll get to the point where Light's dad gets the eyes, but
all right.
because that really kind of shines to the rule.
Also, of
Yeah,
course,
when
this
he
is where
gets yes.
this is the start where it becomes hard to follow who has which Death Note, how many are there here, what's happening.
They're playing hot potato with that shit.
They were playing hot potato, but it makes sense, I think.
I mean, yeah, it does make sense. It was just hard to keep track of, especially later
Yeah.
on when a certain thing happens that I didn't realize happened until like the end when I got an explanation.
Oh, with the Shinigami.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Misa comes. She's being really stupid with.
Yeah. Okay. Misa gets a death from her Shinigami Rem, I guess. And she's like super obsessed with Kira. He's killed her. What the fuck?
Killed her parents.
Her parents
I
kill her.
think.
Yeah.
He was gonna
Yeah.
get out scot-free or some shit.
Yes.
Or I don't remember how it worked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was actually. What else? Misa. Okay, there's not really much to say about Misa. Other than, like she was just
She's annoying.
killing people with her eyes. She knows people's names. I think I ended up liking Misa more later on when she lost her memory. It had nothing to do with the case anymore.
Yeah,
could
she
stop
was
being-
less psycho.
Yeah, because she had no reason to be psycho.
I liked Light more than too, because they were kind of.
L figuring out that there's a second Kira that's a lot more reckless is very interesting too.
Oh, he found her.
I
so
very much liked Light watching the Kira videos and being like, "Who is this idiot pretending to be me, making me look bad?"
Yeah.
quick. Hell, like
Uh,
Misa getting caught so quick just goes to show like, if Light wasn't on his game, fuck, he would be gone in a second. 'Cause L is
Yeah.
on that shit. L is on
Yeah.
that shit. Misa starts doing some dumb shit, and boom, incarcerated. You're gone.
well, yeah, because she sent the fucking videotapes and like, you know, your
Mhm.
like fingerprints and
Yeah,
you got
they
hair
found
all over these
cameras,
things.
Oh,
Like we
DNA.
know this was you. It's like 100% proven it's you.
Yeah.
You should have just found another way to send us videos.
But then,
So,
and then Misa finds Light because
yeah, that's another thing. She just randomly, okay, no, that's not, that's later. She finds him because correct, she sent the paper that was sent, had a bunch of notes in it that were like information. So they could find out who, well, they didn't know, well, I mean, they knew a second Kira was involved, but they needed to confirm it. And, Light went to Aoyama because she wrote about Aoyama there. And she could tell it was him because his lifespan wasn't showing.
Yep.
And then she just went to his house.
Wait,
Sick.
when their lifespan doesn't show, that means they have the death note, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that means they're a holder of a death note.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they touched
Oh.
one. It means that they're actually in possession.
Oh yeah,
of
because
one.
that matters later when Suichiro sees Light.
Yes. Yes. Great shot too. So then Misa goes to Light's house, and is that where the Twitter picture where he's like hugging her and like laughing? That's where it
Yes.
comes from. That's so good.
Yeah, because she said like, oh, I'll do whatever you want if you're my boyfriend. It's like, okay. And then he
PS5
said like,
appointment.
okay, but in the meantime, I'm gonna need to date other girls, so it's not suspicious that I'm suddenly dating this random girl who's also probably the second Kira. And then she's like, if you date anybody else, I'll kill them.
Yeah.
She
Well,
doesn't,
fucking
but-
rip those women.
And
She
then
doesn't, but she considered it.
Rem was also pretty straightforward, saying like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you if you do anything."
Yeah. Okay. There. I mean, I guess that's not. Is this a time to bring up? I mean, I might as well talk about Rem because she's now relevant. Her Shinigami. Lesbian Shinigami. I guess.
Shinigami don't have gender apparently,
Yeah, I figured not. That's why I was like, is that a joke I should make?
but they refer to each other as like whatever. Like Ryuk is definitely, he refers to himself as like a guy. So I don't know. Yeah, sure, whatever.
I don't
It's
really like Rem.
Show came out in 2005. There's gay rights. It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't like Rem either.
I mean, I guess both the Shinigami that watched over Misa were in love with her. I don't
Rem
know what
is
they
plot
saw
of
in
life.
her, but sure.
Whoa, Jealous was a simp, bro.
I like
He
Jealous
was
more
a
than
simp,
Rem,
bro.
because Jealous,
Jealous was actually a simp. No.
like for real, bro. See, that just shows you simping gets you killed, bro.
It do.
That shit's
He-
mad
He
dangerous, bro.
killed himself because he was a simp. Oh my god.
Unsubscribe from your OnlyFans now, bro. You only do
They
your heart.
they were making out that jealous scene as like very bittersweet. It was a very sad scene. Like I felt
It
bad.
was sad, and that's why I like Jealous more than Rem, because that
Yeah.
scene was like actually something.
Yeah.
And like Rem was like, "Bro, Misa," and like, "All right, dude, calm down,
Yeah.
settle down there."
What I don't Rem, I can't even say like it's only this because it's like it's her whole character is just wanting to protect Misa essentially.
It was very boring.
It was boring, and two, it goes entirely against. It's like the opposite of what I loved Ryuk for.
Yeah.
Ryuk being a spectator,
Just
but
being a
Rem
spectator
is
in this
too
batshit
gets
death
too
game.
involved.
Yeah.
There are multiple times where Rem just helps them with her Shinigami hacks that L can't do anything about. Because how is he supposed to know
Shinigami
anything
wall
about that?
hacks. Oh my god.
Yeah, like saying, like preventing Light from being able to kill Misa, which I certainly would have been interesting how the story would have progressed if he actually did that.
I think she'd be
But-
super dead.
Well, yeah, no, she'd be super dead because there's more. But I mean, how Light would have gotten out of situations without her power? Because there's totally, well, yeah, no, there's totally tons of times where he uses Misa to help him, and he would
Actually,
have had a harder time actually.
he
without
might
her.
have kept her alive because, like, you'd be like, oh, she can prove useful, and like how he kind of uses Mikami later and Takada or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, by that point in time, like, I mean, I guess he would have lost her death, so that's another. But he also uses what was it? Okay. When was it? I'm trying to think when exactly she was. There's a point in time in the story later on when Misa stays becoming the. Let me think. Oh yeah, no. When he loses his Death Note to Mello, I'm pretty sure around then Misa continues being second Kira for a good while, and he
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to do that without obviously her being alive.
Yeah.
So that's important.
All right, so let's back up a little bit. So we're at Misa giving Light the hug and stuff, and then right after that is Yotsuba arc, kind of. Well, no. So then
No.
no. It's the
The incarceration shit.
incarceration. Yeah. So, what? Light's at college talking to college Takada, who isn't relevant yet.
Yeah.
And then
GF.
Misa comes, and then L sees Misa and Light at the same time.
And she could see his name.
Yes,
It's just
she
the
could see
eyes.
his real name. And Light's like, he's trying to call Misa and like, hey, can you kill him, please? But nope, L stole her phone.
Ah, babe, can you kill him?
L really stole both of her phones.
Yeah, both of them. I like how everybody in the show has the first opening as their ringtone. Just
Yeah,
Very
it's good.
yeah, because at this point in time, he was already super suspicious of Misa. I mean, it was pretty much proven it was her, which is why he didn't want her Light didn't want her hanging around him, which is why we got the scene where she suddenly comes to visit him and he goes, "This is the first time in my life I've ever been provoked to hit a woman," because he told her not to visit, and she did anyway. This fucking dumbass.
I mean, like, yeah, she's probably being tailed, and like, oh man, maybe she'll lead us to the real Kira. And guess what? She kind of
does.
Kind of did.
And then she got ultra arrested.
Fuck yeah,
Yes.
go.
And this is where Light comes up with his. Okay, this is like the. How do I put it?
It's the most big brain play in the show.
I wanted to. I'm having trouble deciding if it's the most big brain play because this play, but also the play at the last episode, are two very big brain plays, and I don't know which one I think is smarter.
I mean, one of them works, the other one doesn't.
They both work.
Well,
It's just,
yeah, but well, nah. The last one has two big brain plays by two different people.
Yeah, you're right.
So one of them does work. It's just not Light's.
Yeah.
Though I guess this one relies heavily on Shinigami play.
It's a Shinigami play, but it's a lot of this
But
like
it's not like he broke any
understanding.
rules, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
he had to have an understanding of the rules.
But it also
Yeah.
relies on. Yeah, actually, no, it's fine.
I mean,
yeah,
the
it's
using
fair.
of fucking death gods is pretty big brained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he essentially had both him and Misa's memories erased, so that way they'd, have no evidence to be able to give to the task force, and be able to actually act genuine. This is the point of the show. I actually both think is decent, but also really like at the same time. I mean, there's not really much to say about them being incarcerated, other than like Light's dad wanting to kill himself over the idea of Light possibly being Kira. Jesus, because he also had himself incarcerated. Because like, if you don't arrest me, I'm gonna do something, and I don't want to know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something.
It's so crazy because of that scene where Soichiro drives Misa and Light to like a fucking field.
Oh yeah.
Oh
He's
my
like,
god.
I don't want you to get executed, Light. So I'm gonna shoot you right now, and then I'm gonna shoot myself.
Yeah. But then at this
Dude.
time, Light genuinely is not Kira. Like he doesn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
And then oh man, I was like, all right, if he was actually Kira, he'd be dead by now.
That is like another sad thing, because like
Yeah.
obviously they don't know about the Death Note at this point in time, so they really are just chucking darts at a board, just seeing what fucking sticks. They don't know. They don't know how he does it. They just know he can do it.
Bro,
And
he
it would've
could
been a
be
really
doing
good
it with
idea
his
if it-
brain, dude.
It would have been a really good idea if he could do it with.
Yeah.
Though he also lost his memory, so he wouldn't have done it.
Yes. So that whole thing of him losing his memory and now he's like, so they lose their memories and then Light give like his plan is to give the Death Note to a greedy person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is I forgot his name.
Yotsubukai.
Oh, Higuchi.
Higuchi. Yeah.
I really like the Yotsuba arc, or the fucking CSI arc,
CSI arc.
because it's like the point in the show where we get to see everybody work together, and it's
Yep.
really cool. Like seeing Light and L and even Misa like work together, like the scene where they're all fucking playing in a
Handcuffed?
circle.
Yeah,
Handcuffs and they're
they're
walking in
fun. They're
circles.
fun. It's
all
fun
friends.
scenes.
It's cute. It's great. It's like
Yeah,
I like
it's
I like it when they're friends.
Because they're still
Yeah.
suspicious, so Light has to be handcuffed to L at all times, which should have done that earlier, but it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
but
not like he
Light
would have known.
isn't it kind of interesting how like Light is just the most fucking nice person of all time?
He's like, man, this Kira guy is such an asshole. There's no way I would have done this if I had the Death Note, or
Yeah,
would I?
Or would I? Yeah, his ideals align with mine. I'm like, can I really do this? You know, like that kind of shit is really cool.
I mean, I guess it has a lot to do with like the idea of how a lot of people say it's easier to kill after the first time. You can justify it to yourself more. It feels
Yeah.
less like something that affects you. It just affects you less.
I mean, you could
'Cause,
also
I mean-
see how like degradable his morals are. They go.
Yeah. I mean, clearly, like he was affected way more by the first few Death Note usages than any other one.
Yeah. Good point. The first kill, he was surprised. The second one, he was like super shocked. But there was a scene where he's like in the alley. He's like, "Oh my god, like, am I a bad person?" And he's like, "No, I'm not a bad person. I can do this."
Fuck, I lost what I was gonna say. I like the bit where Misa's like, "How am I supposed to date Light? What if I want to kiss him? What am I supposed to kiss him in front of you?" L's like, I mean, you don't. I'm not saying you have to kiss him in front of you, but yeah, I'd be watching you if you did.
L is so stupid.
Hey, wait a minute. How did they shower? How did they use the bathroom? Oh no, wait, the chain is really long. It's fine.
The chain is pretty long.
They still fought with the fucking chain on. That was funny.
I don't think L showers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think L showers.
Sticking up the whole room. Fucking god, that's the smell of the.
I mean, all the
genius,
fangirls would have niffed it all up, bro.
bro.
Oh my god.
They were crazy over him back in 2007.
they're just outside.
Oh
I
my
mean, I
God.
could see it. He's still stinky as fuck, but I could see it.
Yeah. No, dude, my girlfriend loves L.
I love L.
L's fucking awesome, bro.
L has sauce.
No, he
He
does
has
not.
sauce.
L
He has
has
the,
sauce.
the plain white shirt and the jeans.
The man
No
does not wear
socks, no shoes.
Bro, he got the new Jordans, bro. Just don't fucking wear
He was
anything.
wearing like a New Balance or some
Fuck.
shit. and Light was wearing a sweater vest.
Oh my god. Fucking
Light has sauce though.
Cole Sprouse, bro.
Cole Sprouse head ass. Yeah, Light has a lot.
Light's pretty
Oh.
saucy.
But yeah, so
Oh. What's there even to say about the Yields arc? Other than being like just a cool CSI thing.
I think a lot of it is just the CSI shit, and then
I mean,
and
I
that's
guess it
kind of-
was the part that just made it a little less interesting for me. It was just that having someone who's not Light use the Death Note just wasn't as cool.
Because they're
But
not
seeing Light
smart
and
like him, bro.
yeah,
I
but
think
seeing
that's the
Light
point.
and L
I think that's
use
the
it
point.
was what? Yeah,
I think that's
but
the
seeing
point
Light.
because go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. I think that's the point though, because what Light's trying to do, he's trying to play someone else to be Kira, right?
Yes, I mean, he
Like
needs
that's
someone
his.
to take his place so he looks less suspicious.
He needs to do that, but uh, yeah, Higuchi just kind of doing shit. Like it was just way too easy, right? He's killing people for
Yeah.
his own gain. Like it's not hard to find
But
out.
yeah, it was pretty clear that a third Kira had appeared because he wasn't
Yeah.
killing criminals; he was killing businessmen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do think it's way less interesting watching them use the Death Note. It is still very cool watching L and Light work together.
Yeah.
As it's always cool when you see like the villain and the hero work together. Like that's always really interesting.
Bro, Suzaku and Lelouch.
Yeah,
Whoa.
bro. Dante and Virgil, bro.
Yo!
Sick.
Sick.
Oh my god.
L saying, "Oh, Light, you're like my only friend."
Dude, when L said
Oh.
jackpot, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, when L said, "You're like the only friend I would have, and it would be sad if you were Kira."
Yeah, it's so sad. Fucking.
There's actually an interesting trivia on that because I think in like some manga thing, L doesn't actually believe that at all. He's actually just lying.
Aw.
Huh.
The reason is because he says that he could never be friends with a human because they're too sneaky, and he can't trust anyone like that. Which is very interesting.
Yeah, makes sense.
But for the
Considering
anime
his
watcher,
position.
when you're an anime watcher and you're just looking at L say that, you're like, wow, like that's actually really sad.
I'd like to think I believe that he probably doesn't see Light as a friend, but he'd really wish he could.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, bro, it would be sick if you weren't Kira, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wish we met in other circumstances.
Bro, I played fucking Mario Kart with L and Ryuk. Light wouldn't play video games with Ryuk.
That's comfy.
Yeah. I think, what was it? What was it in the manga? Was it Ryuk asked for like a PS Vita or something?
Vita means life, bro.
He wanted like a Game Boy SP. It's so cute. How Ryuk just wants to like
date on that shit. Oh man.
Ryuk is like, hey, you want to play some video games?
Yeah, I think Nick told me in the manga instead of video games he says Mario Golf. Like, oh my god.
I love that. It's just kind of interesting too. Like, does Light really play video games? Do you think?
I don't know.
Yo, Light, want to play some Wii Sports, bro?
Yeah. So
Give me an apple if I win.
I still want to know what the fuck Light does in Jump Force.
He doesn't. He's not playable. I'm pretty sure.
I
No,
know.
you want to know? You want to know what happens? Are we taking a segue into Jump Force right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Sure, bro.
Into
So
the
basically,
brave
okay,
new world.
TLDR. With Jump Force, you know how the Shonen Jump world and the Earth world combine. So when that happens, Light's Death Note doesn't work anymore for whatever reason.
And on the inside.
And I think there's some shit like
so he can't kill our favorite shonen hero.
Yeah,
so.
he can't kill anyone. But then
we can't see the realization of Goku versus Light. Who would win?
Oh my god!
So then what happens is like the villains have like these cube items, whatever. I don't really know. I just read the wiki like a few days ago. And when you beat the game, like one of the villains, they drop a cube, and then Light gets it, and it's supposed to have some power. And he's like, "I want to make the world a better place with this," and then the game ends.
Oh man, sequel bait, yo!
It's sequel bait.
Jump Force Ultima.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Yotsuba arc, how Higuchi isn't that cool, but the seeing everyone play around is really cool.
But this is what the Matsuda episode happens, though.
The Matsuda episode.
Matsuda episode.
It's so funny because because they were shitting on Matsuda. That episode was like the first 10 minutes was everyone just shitting on Matsuda, and he's like, "No, I could do shit."
He
And
does
then it
kind of
turns
do
out he
shit.
can't really. Fucking Matsuda, what a loser. God.
That that arc definitely added a lot of character to Matsuda.
He becomes a witness to them being murderers, even though they find out anyway.
Yep.
Because Yotsuba was the only company that wasn't getting affected by these murder cases.
So stupid.
Yeah.
What a smart guy.
And the man, okay, no, the dumbest portion is easily the Misa episode instead, where Misa gets into direct contact with Higuchi. Oh yeah, because Rem gives her a piece of the notebook so she can see. Well, so she can see her. So she doesn't remember, but Rem just tells her everything. And then she goes to Higuchi and Higuchi just straight up tells her like, "Oh yeah, I'm Kira, by the way," because Misa said she was Kira. Yeah, good, bro.
Bro, maybe he could get that Kira pussy, dude.
Way to get recorded, bro. Good job.
Yep.
He nearly tries having sex with her in the car.
He tries, but she's like, "Nope, you can't take it until you don't kill anyone for 2 weeks."
Oh my god.
Kira, bro.
He's like, "Okay, I won't kill anyone," and he doesn't. What a sim.
Yeah. Oh,
What a
there's
cop.
Matsuda faking his death. Got real drunk, bro. I used to be a gymnast, bro.
Matsuda's great. But then that's kind of where, once they get the evidence to get Higuchi, that's when they start going in on him, right?
Yeah. The whole like final episode or two, where oh yeah, I forgot they also got those 2 criminals to help with them, which very, very tragic. What happens to
Oh
them.
my god. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But oh yeah, it was very cool watching them completely surround this man as he was running all over Japan trying to find Matsuda so he doesn't rat him out. Police chase
Elle
at that
and
point.
Light were in the helicopter. Elle's like,
Oh yeah,
Light, take this gun, you might need it.
like no, that's civilians aren't allowed to carry guns in Japan.
That's not right of me.
Alright, Death Note.
I bet your dad would have said the same thing, and he did.
Oh my god.
What if Light just popped L in the fucking head? Just popped 2 in his head, was done with it. He's like, yeah, bro. Fuck this.
I thought
the show-
Watari was gonna pop something.
All
in
about the
fucking
death
Higuchi's
Glock,
head.
bro. Holy shit. dude.
The show would have ended just fine if Elle or Light just was like, alright, I'll take that.
Then Light
not-
spirals off in a helicopter and fucking dies because he didn't know
He
how to
was
drive
too-
that shit.
He needed to live long. I understand.
I mean, he had a good idea using Isa instead, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
I like
foolproof.
I like the writing of, oh yeah, like I could get the eyes, but I don't want that. I'm not gonna resort to that.
Because then, bro, your life, dude.
And then they chase after Higuchi, they corner him, and he's just like, oh fuck.
Sniper Watari, very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, they corner him. This is where the Death Note becomes public knowledge because he admits to everything.
Yeah.
And the police see Ryuk and they're like, "What in the fuck is that?"
Yeah, shit.
And then they pass the notebook around. L gets it, and then Light's like, "L, give me that. I want to see it too." And then all his memories come back.
He fucking screams and he like sees everything he does.
You think that would have been a bit of a red flag?
Yeah.
He suddenly screams the moment he gets the Death Note. It's like,
Well, then Elle was like, "Oh, I mean, it is pretty scary. I don't blame you." But like Elle,
Yeah, 'cause
I mean, it wouldn't be really that much of a flag because it's like they wouldn't really understand what's happening.
I guess.
It's like, oh, look at this fucking pussy. It's not that
It's
scary.
true. He
bro.
screams the moment he saw Ryu. I guess it was like justification for that.
it was Rem. They saw Rem.
Was it Ram?
It was
Oh,
Rem.
yeah, it was Ram. Oh yeah, because Ram was in the back of his car.
Yeah.
And they
Grab the
could
Death
see it.
Note.
They heard him talking the whole time. Shinigami eyes.
Yes.
Do Shinigami like apples.
What did Light say the moment he got his little smirk? Was he like, I don't
All
want
according to
All
plan.
according to
all
plan.
according to plan?
All according to Keikaku. Translator note: Keikaku means plan.
How could I forget that? Oh my god, what a.
I'm
perfect
surprised
quote.
you forgot that.
Yeah.
It's like the second most pertinent
Yeah,
thing. Potato
yeah.
chips,
No,
dude.
that was great. And then that's when he first did the whole watch thing, right?
Yeah, it was. That was like, oh, this nigga really
Old
has
habits die.
papers hidden in his.
How do you do that in front of
I
L?
don't He just turned to his side. And L wasn't focused on him.
He likes that little magic trick.
And then the
that's
moment,
right. Yeah. Light was
What?
checking the computer, and that's when he was writing the name in.
yeah, he was checking if the names in their match with the actual murdered victims.
Then Higuchi dies.
I mean, I would think it'd be pretty suspicious that he died when the death note was in Light's hands, but he obviously didn't write anything in there, so
Yeah.
I guess he's safe there. Initially, a problem I had was or something I thought I would have was like, how did Light predict he would get his hands on the Death Note again? But then everybody in the task force touched the Death Note at one point in time. So it's like, I guess he'd touch it eventually.
Yeah.
All he
Well, I
needed
mean-
to do was make sure that he killed somebody, so that way he wouldn't lose his mind. Because he
Well,
wouldn't have
Taco-
been able to do that later.
Taco,
What?
It was literally all according to plan. He thought of the entire thing.
Yeah. He did.
I guess is this where we talk about his plan?
And then Misa, well, I mean, there's not really much to say. He had Ryuk give his, no, he had Ryuk give his, wait,
They met up in like a forest. Light drops
Yeah.
his death note to relinquish ownership, and then
Yeah.
Misa grabs it, and then Misa drops hers, and then Ryu grabs. I don't know. It was a lot of switcheroo. Yeah, we definitely can't explain it. Like it's kind of
okay, I know Misa gives hers to Higuchi, and wait, fuck if I, God,
yeah. So Light drops his, and they end up burying it eventually, right?
Yes.
And
Wait,
then that's where Rem comes, gets the death note, rips out some pages, and then like uses it to give Misa memories back eventually.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. The point is, there's a lot of switcheroos, and it all worked out, but it was
Yeah.
a very complicated, big brain play.
But the biggest part was the fake rule that they put in when
Yes.
that would be there when they got the Death Note back. Because now the Death Note is in task force position?
Possession.
Yeah, that's a word.
So now Light is cheating. He's putting fake.
Yeah, now
rules.
he's just straight up cheating.
He's straight up cheating.
He asked Ryu, he like, I'll give you an apple if you put a fake rule in there. It's like, oh,
Is
yeah,
it
all
the
right.
13-day rule thing?
Yes, it
Two
was.
rules.
That was the
13-day
big
rule.
thing that pretty much called L's checkmate.
13-day rule, and then the rule that if someone writes in here, you have to write one name every 24 hours, or else you will die. Or everyone who, yeah. And then a third rule.
Oh yeah,
where
this
if
was
you,
the point. This okay,
yeah,
you
and then the
keep going.
third rule, which is if you burn the notebook, everyone who touches the notebook will die.
Right, because they couldn't just burn it, which
Yeah.
would have helped them all, but
And they can't really use it without becoming murderers. So yeah.
Yeah, they would have to schedule out murders and stuff. It wouldn't work out. And then the 13-day rule was Light's alibi.
yes, which was cheating. But this cheating, I mean, Rev got what she was getting
Yeah.
for cheating to begin with, but even though it was a rape, that really didn't. I'm not talking about.
Wait,
I'm talking
so
about
how
other
did
things
Rem
that-
die anyways? Could she kill
Okay.
someone?
Well, no, she died because she delayed. See what they were gonna do to test out if the 13 rules thing, the 13 days thing was true, was kill a death row inmate. And what she did was she made it so his lifespan lengthened because he was supposed to die on the day that they were gonna put in, but he didn't because she killed L and Watari. so she died.
Okay.
It's not Shinigami killing people doesn't like kill them. It's when they make someone die make someone not die on the day they were supposed to.
Yeah, and then it comes out of their lifespan or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Which death? Wait, hold up, back up. Which death did Rem prevent them?
She prevented the death row inlay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not Misa's. I mean, Misa was gonna be like arrested, sure, but like she wasn't the one that. It wasn't her that she initially prevented dying. Because yeah, this is the point I was talking about earlier when she like the Death Note that was in possession of the past forest was Light's original, but Misa still had hers, which they buried like in the forest, and she started being Kira while Light obviously couldn't do anything because he was still handcuffed. But they probably should have kept Misa around. Well, they probably should have kept Misa around. Oh no, but they thought she had lost their memories. And the 13-day rule is what like officially. No, I remember it. The reason why they stopped keeping Misa and Light around was because the 13-day rule made them innocent. But L still wanted to test it. Because of course they had to test it. It could have been fake. They never know. It's the only thing that gave them an alibi. And then Misa and Light knew this. It was like, you're gonna have to he knew this without even telling Rem, like, but she knew that, oh, if I don't do something, they're gonna catch Misa and kill her, and this is what Light Yagami wanted the whole time. He knowing it would kill me as well.
Yep, and she did it.
And then my boy died. Like it was a smart plan. It's also kind of because anytime the Shinigami, it was mostly Ren, so it becomes a little less of a problem. But I don't think it's ever. It's not really ever an issue later on. I mean, I guess Sido says something, but that's whatever.
Okay, I don't even remember who the Sido nigga is. Like,
Whose
whose Death Note is his?
We'll get to the original one. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Anyway, the thing is about the show is it heavily markets itself as a game of minds the whole time between L and Light, which it is. Like it is very much them constantly trying to outsmart each other. But anytime Light gets any sort of help from any sort of otherworldly figure that the humans couldn't figure out, it just kind of irks me because it's like I love the idea of them being able to trick each other with nothing but their own brain power, something that somebody else could eventually figure out if they thought enough themselves as well.
Yeah.
This is something they actually have no way of figuring out, and that's just an asshole.
That's what makes me think L is smarter.
Let's back up an episode or like 10 minutes of that episode where L is on the rooftop and it's raining.
Oh, you're right. That did happen.
Yes, which is a very important scene because the beginning part of the episode, it's like L knows he's about to die, right?
Yeah,
bro, he's washing his feet like Jesus.
It's symbolic.
The disciples, bro.
Yeah, bro.
The feet scene, dude. They
the feet scene.
They animated the feet. It was a very accurate depiction of a foot. It was kind of gross. It was shining and shit. Oh my god.
Oh. Fangirls exploded.
L or Light, his hair was all wet and his two buttons top were off.
It was some gay shit.
I remember watching that when I was a kid. I'm like, oh, I feel kind of uncomfortable.
I think I fast forwarded.
I mean,
As
it's not that
12-year-old.
It's religious symbolism. I get it. It's like, oh, wow.
I hate that Jesus shit though. Fucking cashew with that, bro. I know what it is.
Bro, this show got symbolism, bro. It's real, bro.
And then L was like, have you ever spoken was there a moment in your life where you never lied? Something like that. And it's like, what the fuck does that even mean? Right? It's kind of like, it's like, does he know that he's Kira and he's getting played and he's about to die? I don't know.
Yeah. I would like to answer that was like, I wouldn't ever lie in a way that would hurt people. Fucking scum.
That's a lie in itself, bro. That's kind of wild. Fucking Anyways, religious symbolism, opening one with the stupid shot where it's
Ryuk is
Ryuk and
God,
the
bro.
apple and
And Light's
oh
Adam,
man.
Oh
the
my god.
forbidden fruit.
Oh my
Let's
god. I
go.
fucking love that shot of the opening. This is so
Oh,
stupid.
yeah, we haven't talked about the openings in the recordings, I guess. So, as Nide said earlier, yeah, opening one, Flow by Colors, is quite good.
Shut up.
I said that backwards. Whatever.
Flow by colors.
This the
Opening
It
one
is,
is
it's
great.
a really good opening. Yeah, no, opening one is great. All types of symbolism, light and L on the buildings, light and L in the hallway.
fucking at the last part where with the fucking angel behind him and the
Yeah,
portrait.
The shot of
Oh
the
my
detectives, the
God.
shot of the Shinigami,
Whoa.
and then opening
Fucking-
two, which is just a fucking
It's
drug
crackheaded.
trip.
It's
I
so
actually
crackheaded.
love that opening.
It's good. The confusing part is when you watch it, it starts during the Yotsuba arc, and you're like, who
Yeah.
the fuck is this like new white
These
guy?
fellows.
Half the casts are like,
Half
who
the
are
cast
these?
is new. Yeah, it's like, who the hell's Mello and Nier at this point?
Who
I
is
saw
Matt?
that. I saw that. I was like, I saw Mello and thought, who's this girl? It's like, oh, that's not a.
What? That
girl.
Balalaika?
Yeah.
Is that you, bro?
Yeah. But yeah, religious symbolism. L dies. Now Light is
Yeah.
taking over.
Like with the most smug face I've ever seen a man make before
Oh yeah,
when he dies. Yeah.
very
And
smug.
R.I.P. to my man Watari. No,
Yo,
bro.
old nigga.
Old
no.
nigga. No.
Watari got fucked.
For lad. Fucking what was L's real name? I see people call him
L.
L Elliot.
Lol.
Like low light.
Low light.
Low
It's so
light?
stupid.
Yeah, it's some
I
weird.
mean, his first name was actually L.
Everyone.
Can you imagine? Fun fact: when we watched the Death Note Netflix movie, Watari's name is Watari.
I called him
Wow.
L because he took that fucking L, bro. Oh my god. Shit, bro. He
Yeah,
took
it's a
that
symbolism, bro. That's deep. It was
That phrase
it was
wasn't even
foreshadowed from the
around
start.
in
Bro, his name is
2005.
Low Light, bro. Wow, bro.
It was
Ooh,
foreshadowed from the start, bro. He was gonna lose.
Low light.
Fucking god. So
And
Also, L has a really good theme song that gets remixed to like
They're
5
all
times
good.
over.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Exorcist theme.
Sure.
Okay. Now do we have to go on to the dreaded second half? The dreaded to
Dun,
song.
dun, dun.
You know, after evaluating a little bit more, I do agree it wasn't as bad as I remember, but it is not as enjoyable as the first season.
I don't remember it, and I remember not liking it as much as the first half.
Exactly, because now it's just a bunch of bullshit, like cop stuff.
Yeah,
It's not.
It is a
I
lot of stuff.
fucking loved L, and I was like, damn, bro, that nigga really dead.
L's great.
And then I was like, near.
Honestly, from the get-go, I never saw any fucking decline at first. I didn't see any decline. I thought the Mellow arc was still really good. I was liking it more than the Yotsuba arc.
See, it must be nice watching Death Note as like a fully functioning human,
Yeah.
An
and not
adult.
a 12, not a 12-year-old.
Not how did y'all follow that? That's fucking 13-year-old.
It was
It was on
actually really
Netflix.
tough. Oh, but
No, I
shut
meant-
up,
meant- no, I meant-
Mike. Oh god,
What?
it was.
It was
Mad
all
like,
on
it's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Nigga, we
When I was-
watched it. We
when
watched
I was
it
a
in class after watching Fresh
What?
Prince too many times.
You
yeah.
what? You watched it in class?
Yeah,
You were in the 6th grade.
yeah, we watched it in class.
Oh my god.
Kids didn't know what to put on after watching too much Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they were like, "Bro, what should we
That's
put
not
on?"
what. That's not
And
Death
some
Note, guys.
kid put on
Oh,
Death
man.
Note.
Nide, I was watching Death Note on YouTube in 3 parts.
I mean, that's how I watched horror here. Admittedly, man. See, I actually thought about that before. Like, I think I'd really want to see like just a random class of like 13-year-olds try to analyze Death Note.
But yeah, the honestly, parts of the Yotsuba arc were kind of weird when I was a kid watching it, but I understood it. When it got to season 2, I didn't really care. Like, it was.
get.
everything with
later.
Mello and Takada and stuff was boring. Mika,
Yeah,
I'd say.
But Matt though.
I don't know.
we'll get to Matt
Y'all,
soon.
okay. Yeah, okay.
We'll get to,
Oh,
so,
Oh yeah, I also
the-
watched fucking Hunter x Hunter in class.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What the
so
fuck
the
was your
mellow
weed
art-
ass class?
It's because no, my best friend just put it on, and he was
Well,
into all that shit at the time.
the Mellow arc was just him kidnapping his sister, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the portion about them.
and then
Like having to make a choice, but it was a choice that wasn't.
Yeah, he couldn't kill his sister.
Okay. I guess we have to talk about Nier and both Nier and Mello.
Okay.
Nier and
yeah.
Mello, because they've already been introduced at this point. Nier and Mello are very much L's successors.
yeah,
and
because
a
they're
way-
N and M, bro. Got LMNOP.
LMOP.
What? Oh, wait. What? I don't get
Why'd
it.
y'all go OP?
Why do you go OP? I don't understand. I don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mello and Nier are successors essentially.
Wait, who's O?
There's no O.
Why is Watery W? He's all the way at the back. I don't
Because he's
even know.
an old person.
Okay.
Well, hold up. K for Kira, L for L, M for Mello, N for Nier.
O for your mom, I guess.
Okay. Damn, bro.
Who's O?
There's no O.
O is what your mom sounds like every.
Oh. Damn, bro. He got him. Got him. What fuck were we on? Oh yeah, no. An explanation I heard certainly was ooh, is there somebody in the room? No. Anyway,
Uh-oh.
was that L was supposed to no. That Nier and Mello were supposed to be like represent the parts of L. Like Nier was supposed to represent the intellectual bits, while Mello the more emotional bits. Though I'd certainly say Mello's way more. That man's not mellow. Haha, funny. He's way more active than L ever was, while Nier is way. Certainly, he's about as calculated as L was, I guess.
Yeah. Nier, well, Mello would like overstep his bounds and actually act and do some crazy shit. Stuff that L definitely would probably do too.
I mean, apparently both L and apparently both Nier and Mello were around as smart as L were, though I wouldn't say Mello ever did anything super intelligent.
Yeah, Mello like acts without restraint, which is something that like L would not do that to the same level.
Right.
But yeah, I guess he just brings out the side of L, which is L without.
I mean, they were supposed
really
to work
caring.
together, and they kind of do, but at first
then
Mello decides he
Mello,
wants to
like-
find Kira his own way.
Yeah, we're taking hostages, bro, and
I mean,
being
he
a
did get the death
fucking
note.
yak. He did. He did it. He did some shit that was useful.
Yeah, terrorism.
He had Matt with him, bro. That's really all that matters.
He did have Matt.
We get
Matt-
to Matt, the most
Matt is
important.
apparently supposed to be around as smart as Nier and Mello were, says the manga.
That one character quiz I did said Matt was actually the smartest, bro.
You two kept bringing up Matt, making me think this man would
The
do something
legend.
important.
The absolute legend,
we will,
Matt.
we will
You
get
won't
to
shoot.
Matt. I guess we'll get to Matt. Yeah, so Matt literally is in the show for like 3 minutes.
You see him chilling in one shot for all 2 seconds, and the next shot, he's getting out of the car. You won't shoot, and then he just gets shot, and he's done.
And
That's
his
Matt.
cigarette falls out.
He looks stylish doing it. All right, he looked like a king.
Sauce.
Sauce.
He had the striped shirt
The
and everything.
goggles, like looks
Oh
like a
my
fucking
God.
Digimon character.
The puffer vest.
My God. All I did was throw a smoke.
I
Smoke grenade,
can't
whatever.
believe we made Taco fucking think he was gonna be some big deal.
Bro,
Well,
I
he
was
is a
watching
big
the second
deal.
opening, like, which one of these niggas is Matt? Is it me? I saw me coming. He's like, is that Matt? No.
So I guess the only significance of the Mellow arc is that
You guys
now...
even made me think Matt was gonna come back. It's like, you can't be dead if they kept talking about it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it sounds like the biggest thing with the Mellow arc is
they give up the Death Note, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because Light's plan. At this point, I was confused and like explained this because I couldn't tell it took place in the past. But like Light's plan was okay. They're asking for the death. Oh yeah, we had to explain the fact that See, this is what really confused me earlier. What I said. At this point in time, there are 3 Death Notes on Earth. I didn't know this for the longest time. It was really confusing, like how, especially like later on. So let's see. Ryuk, Light decides like, okay, Ryuk, you give okay. There's the Death Note that's in possession of the task force, which is the original Death Note, the one Ryuk originally gave up Light. It's the one that is fuck was I gonna? It's the one that's in the task force, because the one Light originally had. It's the one Higuchi had. Yeah. Then Ryuk gives the Death Note that because when Rem died, because she dropped her own death, and Light picked it up.
Yeah.
They don't explain this. Very confusing.
You see
Do
it.
you?
Yeah.
Does it change ownership or something?
It changed.
I
I
didn't
think
see it.
think that's the logic of it. So Rem dies. She turns to dust. Her Death Note is on Earth now. Light picks it up. It's his Death Note now.
Oh,
I don't even remember. I don't even know how I missed it. Okay, admittedly, there are some Death Note episodes I watched, like I just listened to. I didn't actually watch because it was dumb.
It's literally
But that's
it's
not
literally
the
like
episode I did it for. So I don't know.
It's like
how I missed it.
it's a 10-second scene, and you will definitely miss it if you don't look at it.
is it like a visual effect? It's like, damn, bro. It's
No, it's
wow.
literally so Rem kills L. She turns to dust, and like her dust and the Death Note are in a room. And the next scene is Light walking up, taking the notebook and putting it in his hands. Pretty much.
Right.
So yeah. So
Okay, who's
the,
Sido?
Sido is okay. We can explain that now. So as you know, Ryuk, the Death Note that Ryuk gives to Light is actually Sido's Death Note. It's the one. Ryuk never gives anybody his original Death Note. He just took it off of Sido, and Sido comes to Earth to try to get it back.
Ah,
it's a cute scene where Sido's like, Ryuk, I want my Death Note back. And he's like, can you get the fuck away from me, please?
It's like I don't know where it is. Go away.
It's so cute.
does this
But the
Sido person die? I hope he doesn't.
No.
Okay.
He okay. They give the Death Note. Oh fuck! I don't know. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
so I think so basically it comes to the point where Light and the task force eventually get the Death Note back from Mello, and
Yeah,
they give that Death Note back to Sido, and Sido leaves.
Yeah, Sido's also the one who explains to Mello that those rules are fake.
Yep. What
It's
a
like
snitch.
so cheating is gone, and thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Goat Sido undid the BS cheating. Thank
no
God.
Tom fuckery here, bro.
Is this the point where Aizawa starts kind of like no
it's a bit later.
It's later.
Yeah.
Let me Google this Aizawa fellow.
Yeah, Mello, he's kidnapped. Yeah, he kidnapped the board of directors, and this is important. Initially, he kidnapped the board of directors and was told the task force like, "Give me the Death Note," and they were like, "No." And Nier had to explain to Light like, this wasn't me. This was what was it?
Aizawa was
Mello. This was Mello. At this point, Nier was already could tell that that Kira most likely worked for the task force, and that because they knew Light was dead, it's like, but L is still there, and the moment the director was kidnapped, Kira started working for the police to get the fucking Sayu back, which is Light's sister. But he didn't care to kill the director. He killed the director. Oh no, he made it seem like the director was killed by Mello. Mello said he killed him. But he can tell that most likely Kira killed him because it was inconvenient to have to give the Death Note away. right?
Yeah.
But Melo's like, no, we killed him. Not they, you didn't kill him.
Mhm.
I do like that Near 100 did say it's a possibility, because it'd be a little BS to just straight up say like, yeah, he did do it, and you don't got proof of that. But they can assume that with just how much Light was working with them, because Light sends the task force Misa's death note. I'm pretty.
It
I think.
is. It is. It is Misa's death note.
I think. What did Misa? Oh, this is what. Oh my god, there's so much Death Note played. I had the wiki.
Yeah, this is the portion where like the task force has a death note, and the other death note is given to Mikami.
Yeah, 'cause there's 3 Death Notes. There's one with the task force, the one that was sent to the task. So there's one that Mello gets from the task force. There's the
Yes.
one that gets given to Sido. There's one that Light sends to the task force to combat Mello. That Light's dad trades for the Shinigami eyes to get,
Yes.
which was very cool seeing them fucking raid that base using the eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
he
there's the
gets
one that
yeah.
he gives some of the papers also to pages to Misa, so she can keep being Kira during time.
There's actually a
So-
little theory where Light's dad. So like when Light's dad does the deal,
Mhm.
supposedly he was supposed to die naturally within like a couple of days, but because he traded the eyes, he has like a day left. So then when he goes out, he gets shot by like random cops, right? So people think that is what caused him to eventually die. Like
Who?
Being
the
shot.
Wait, who?
the Shinigami eyes indirectly have his lifespan to the point where he only has like a few hours left to live, and then he does his little mission, and then he goes to the hospital and he dies.
Huh.
Yeah,
So you're
that's just a
saying
little.
if he didn't like do what he did to Mello, as in like not kill Mello, he would have died anyway.
He would have died within a couple of days anyway.
Huh.
Or
I
like
mean, I
a
guess
day
it's better.
or whatever.
I guess the way he died is more interesting,
Maybe Light would have killed him or some shit. I don't know.
because he doesn't
Mm.
kill Mello, and which
Yeah.
does actually come to bite Light in the ass.
And then Light doesn't have ownership of a death note at this point, so his lifespan is around, and his dad thinks that he's not Kira, and he dies like that. It's like holy shit.
I mean, at least his dad dies not thinking his son is a murderer.
Yeah.
But he said he was gonna kill himself anyway, though. He considered it after seeing his daughter get vegetabled.
I wonder if that's
Oh
what it is
shit, that
then.
did happen. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you?
Yes.
remember?
Sayu gets PTSD and gets fucking vegetable at stores.
Oh man.
Dude, poor mom. Poor Mama Yagami.
Yeah. Everyone dies, and the only one left is vegetable.
I think there's a shot of their mom and Sayu
Crying.
just like, yeah,
Oh,
and like
you
they're just
mean
at the
her?
dinner table, right?
Well, no. There's the shot of her, wheeling her daughter, and then there's a shot of
Yeah.
her crying when after dad dies.
Yeah, dude, that family was so fucked.
Yeah, and she doesn't even know what's happening. She's like, "What?
No.
Why is this all happening?"
Uh,
Oh, at this point, they should also mention that there's like a massive time skip. Like at this point in time, the
5
Kira
years.
investigation has been going
5
on
or
for
7 or something.
4. Light is 23 at this point.
It's 5 years.
And he
then?
started as
Old.
when he was 8. He was 18 when he started.
So
18?
I
Was he
guess
17?
he was like
He was,
17.
he was 17.
So
Yeah.
ripe age
Does-
for murder.
Then
Yeah,
he
he's
starts.
been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, time flies.
I find it a little hard to believe that a 23
Time flies when
year
you're having fun, man.
that a 23-year-old is director of the task force to capture Kira, but okay.
I mean,
Well, it's
how
because he's
old is
super
L?
smart, bro.
Like,
L was 35ish.
what?
Yeah, something like that.
Huh. Thought he was way younger.
Me too. I thought he was like a
Well,
25-year-old.
I mean, I can look. They have the ages in which these guys were born on the wiki. And in the manga, I think it said L was 1979, but Light was is the. Of course, it doesn't say. Oh my god, I'd have to
How
pull
old
up
is
the manga right now.
Age
Whatever.
of 24. He was born. Yeah, he died age of 24. or no, he died at 25 years old. Yeah, he
L?
was 25. Yeah, L.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are tripping, you fucking boomer. Holy shit.
I
Don't
guess
add
I'm
your
gonna die
age to
when I'm
L,
20,
bro.
Oh wow.
50 years old. All right, well that happens.
Fuck. Where were we? Oh yeah. Now at this point in time, I guess the only other thing that happens between this and the next arc is that Nier immediately is like, well, you're most likely Kira. Yeah. Thanks. You're just gonna keep being L. And in about 13 days, I'm gonna write Mello's name in the death note. And if he dies, he's gonna die. And if he doesn't die, then we'll wait. What the fuck am I saying? I'll write his name in the death note. And then after 13 days, if I don't die, then the rule is fake. If I die, then it's real, and you're innocent.
Yep.
And Light's immediately like, well, yeah, this is when the whole like Kira thing becomes a real religion, and it's
Kira becoming a religion was like halfway through season 1, but now it's like
Yeah.
a full-fledged cult. They have TV shows where they're praying to Kira. It's insane.
yeah, there's a Kira kingdom.
Kira
Some
Kingdom.
random
man.
how some random news crew managed to like I know America like stepped down like a bunch of babies, but yeah, they stepped
Yeah.
down and he asked the president directly like, yeah, can you go find Nier for me? Can you just stop him?
He did talk to the president.
And that okay, at this point, this is easily one of the the Mellow arc right before the Mikami arc is some of Light's dumbest moments because he's directly just giving Nier more info. So first of all,
he got.
so not only is Kira working with the police, he's also trying to find me. The moment that I announced that L is most likely Kira, suspicious.
Yep. Light does some questionable things. I get that it's really tough because he's in a hard situation, right?
He is.
Like he's trying to be Kira, but he's also trying to catch himself essentially.
Yeah, at this point in time, L just built up such a big amount of hard evidence that could definitely prove that Light was Kira. That all you needed was to push a little harder and get that rule out of the way, and you really could have been able to prove he was Kira. It's because of Ren. It's like I'm completely sure L would have found out.
Yeah, L would have had that for sure.
And there was no way to find out that man's name. Yeah, the task force was just in his hand. The world was in his hand. Nobody paid attention. We still haven't explained. I don't think we haven't explained how we feel about Nier and Mellow. Still, I mean, kind of Mellow we did, but we didn't say anything about Nier.
I mean, Mellow's cool.
I like Mellow.
His theme is rad. Yeah, see, like Nier is just L, but like, oh man, he's gonna do it this time though, and like he's just not as interesting either. I don't
I
know.
also
He doesn't have build up like L. Nothing.
he
compares.
doesn't have build up. I like Nier, but that's just because I like L. I see everyone always says they dislike Nier because he's always just boring. He's just L, but like more boring, has nothing. But I mean, I look at Nier and he's like, I mean, I don't really see how you could call him L, but more boring because he's literally L. He has all the things I liked about L, just a little less quirky, but he's still cool.
Just the fact that they got L and just here's L again.
He's still kind of quirky. Kind of quirky though.
At least Mellow's like a different take on it.
I hear that.
Yeah, he was cool in the one shot.
They also the three of them have their own quirks. Like L is himself with all his
L
fucking,
is
like food and personality.
Nier plays
Mello
with
loves
toys.
chocolate, I guess, and Nier plays
Yeah.
with toys.
He's
He's
like
a
a
child.
child.
Yeah, because that orphanage is just training detectives. That's what the orphanage Watering. What else? Yeah, this is the point in time that I really felt a decline because I didn't give a fuck about what was going on until the last 2 episodes, where the big gasp moment.
So let's
happened.
just zoom past this shit because I don't remember it.
I gotta explain. A spokesperson for Kira. He's a news person. I kill someone for you, babe.
Babe. Ha. And then they live happily ever after.
Oh yeah, at this point in time, Misa already lost her memories of everything. I don't like. When was it that she lost? Yeah, he had her relinquish the Death Note and he gave it to. No, Misa. Mikami. Mikami gets the fucking Death Note. I don't like Mikami. I don't like Takeda either. Rat nigga. He does because he gets gains. He's
Doesn't
cool.
look like it, bro. Come on. He's a fucking stinking rat nigga. Like, fuck off.
Demonic looking nigga.
Fucking crackhead.
He also has the eyes as well. Right, because he sends the Death Notes to him to try to, so that way he can try to get the eyes off of him. Light can get the eyes off of himself. The eyes, I think. Get suspicion off of himself. And he has Takeda, so that way he can get into contact with fucking Kira, because Kira, I guess, got into contact with Kira, because Mikami, I guess, got into contact with Takeda. Okay, this is a point in time where like it's really starting to get annoying just how much Light playing with the task force. I guess he's been playing with them for years. Oh my god, you guys. Like he's just having conversations with Takeda every night and they're recording it and they're listening to it. And like after they did have cameras the first time, but then after that they don't have cameras anymore because I guess because Light's like, oh, Kira requests that when we talk we don't use cameras. I guess, which is yes. Yeah, because Nier asked like, was the current L suspicious to the past L at any point in time? Yeah. I do like Aizawa figuring out that they're passing notes to each other while they're talking, and then he tells it to Nier. He's like, that's unnecessary. I could already tell there was some fake shit going on. Thanks anyway. Yeah, the fact that he's clearly passing notes with her, he's clearly just not telling us what's happening. Their conversations are leading
took
to
them
nowhere.
5 fucking years. Goddamn.
And the rule is fake. It's like, this is all looking real suspicious. We may as well, like, I don't think there's anything to fucking say about this. We may as well jump to, like, the last 2 episodes and explain the big shit.
He slips up a lot.
Actually, what Mello did, I didn't get it at first when. Well, I guess we can get to.
Yeah,
that,
how does
but-
Mello die again? Does Nier kill him?
Oh, Takeda kills him.
Okay.
Takeda just like he gets kidnapped. She gets kidnapped by Mello, and then she kills him with the death note she had in her bra. The pages she had in her bra. Now
Rip.
yes. Now this big brain play by both Light and Nier, it took me aback. Jesus Christ. I think I did say the Mikami arc was the big decline for me. It's like I was very bored watching it, but I think the conclusion to all that build up makes up for it, which is why I would say that the second half is actually not bad. I'd actually say it's still really good because it had a good climax to it.
Oh, the ending's really good. Yeah, the last 2 episodes are great.
Now what was the plan? What was Light's plan? I know what Nier did. Right? Yeah, the fake notebook. He had because Mikami wrote the note, was writing in the notebook in train, and he made him so like super obvious. He's like while Nier was watching, because they knew Mikami suspicious because he was like on the same. He was also just outing himself as a Kira guy. He was on the show at one point, I think, with Takeda. And the man straight up wrote in the Death Note in front of one of Nier's guys. Yeah, the SPK. Yeah, those guys. Fuck was I gonna say? Goddamn. Right, okay, fake Death Note. He was using fake Death Note. They checked all his handwriting to confirm that he was indeed writing in the Death Note. And Light was like, they're gonna think this fake Death Note is the Death. They're gonna think this Death Note he was using is the one he's gonna bring to the case. But I had to make a fake Death Note so when he comes and kills everyone, they'll actually die. Because Nier tampered with the fake Death Note, but he also tampered with the real one. Because they found when Mello kidnapped, I didn't get this at first because Nier said what Mello did, his plan, because he predicted this, was super ingenious, and I couldn't have solved it without him. And I was like, why is him kidnapping this reporter genius? And what I didn't realize was it's genius because Light predicted that the fake Death Note was going to get tampered with. But he didn't, which is what Mello had to do was create an unpredictable situation for Light. Well, he was too busy focused on Nier.
Yeah,
he
Mello
didn't predict something was going to happen. He didn't predict. He needed to create a situation that he wouldn't have explained to Mikami, so Mikami wouldn't know how to react. So when he did something that Light wasn't prepared to tell Mikami reacted and fucking wrote in the real Death Note, and they were able to catch where it was, and just fuck them over. And Light was the only person not written in the real Death Note. It's like, well, how you gonna fucking explain this one, dumbass? Yeah. Yeah, because Nier just had the one of the real ones just on him, I guess. Delete.
Fucking stupid rat nigga.
Oh yeah, he said. Light straight up said, Light is such a pompous asshole. He needs to show off. He thinks he'll die. He's like, it looks like I won Nier, and then
I actually switched the notebook with the fake one, you dumb
and then
bitch.
Mikami calling him God. I'm gonna say one thing. When Light got caught, I didn't think he'd struggle that much to get away. Like it's not surprised. Like he's such a fucking psycho nigga at that point.
Matsuda went off. Fuck.
He tried hard.
Bang, 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 bang.
He Light tried to run away. He tried to walk away. Okay, well for one, they shouldn't have let him walk around so much. Like they try to arrest him, and then he just backs up, and he's like, well, Nier, what if the Death Notes are both fake? You have to confirm them, right? And while like playing with his damn watch, and Matsuda immediately like fucking blasts his hand off. They're not off.
You think maybe if he didn't get cocky and like say looks like I won or whatever the fuck, he might have had time to write Nate River in the fucking watch thing.
He almost does. Like he gets his hand shot, and then he tries to write it again in his blood. It's like,
And then he gets blasted again. No, I don't think it would work. I'm like even thinking of the
Also-
logistics of Takeda writing it in blood in the first place.
also, there's the fact that there's no way you're gonna write everybody's name on that damn thing, bro. You're just gonna write.
He just wanted near.
He's just gonna get near. Then he's gonna get arrested anyway. So yeah, good job, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ran away anyway, and then Ryuko's like, "Well, it was fun, but there's no way you're
ending-
getting out of this."
That ending is really good. I really like the ending where he's on the stairs, bro, and like he had the fucking the color scheme of kind of a gospel style church stained glass painting, and then you see L
I saw someone explain that it's interesting that he was in the middle of the
in the middle of the staircase in the
because people who use the Death Note can't go to
Purgatory.
heaven or hell.
yeah,
Symbolism, bro.
it's really nice.
The
like-
part where Light keeps going on about being a god, and Nier's like, "You're not a god. You're just a lowly murderer." It's like, oof, you brought him down from his
Yo,
throne,
fucking
bro.
death image playing at the end, and Ryuk's like, "It's been fun, bro, but like, I don't know when you're gonna die in prison, my nigga. Kind of gotta go." It's good. It's a really good ending.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
those last two episodes are good.
Really good. I remember them fondly.
Easily. I like that last episode is the one that's gonna stick with me. So. Yeah,
Yeah.
similar.
I find myself rewatching the ending every time I hear Death Image, like the fucking track that plays. Like every time I see it, I just go rewatch the ending. It's really powerful. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's
Strong.
yeah, very true.
Oh really?
No.
Lame.
No, it didn't. I actually looked into that. Yeah. Ryuka writes his like name right there in the
Oh, that's so lame.
thingy. They see him die. Yes.
Okay, that works. That works. Yeah, okay, that seems something, but like I don't know.
Oh yeah, Mikami doesn't just kill himself all of a sudden in the manga either.
Oh, yeah, he just fucking stabbed himself with a pen. That one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Whoosh.
I think he gets arrested and like dies. And I
Oh
didn't.
yeah, because they don't know how Light died. He just kind of had a heart attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Certainly I guess that is a
Bro, did you guys know Light's actually a Shinigami now? Isn't that crazy, bro?
I've
He
heard
actually
that a lot.
he had the code, and now we're getting Katsuno Light, dude. Oh man. I've seen it.
No. Oh yeah, let me just take a second to say, I mean, the L recap episode, which is like, I mean, for one, I do like it. I do like that it's recapped by L. That is cool. What I don't like is what is with Japan with their recap episode? Like, one recap episodes, stop it already. Bad enough. Like, which is number one. But two, it's even worse when it's a episode that is half of a recap episode, because then I'm gonna skip it without even knowing it's important.
Mm.
That's bullshit.
I think I skipped it, noticed I missed something, and went back. I think is what happened with that.
Yeah. And
Soundtrack good. Yeah.
yeah, the
Ooh.
theory of a light being a Shinigami. People think that's really cool.
I
I
want
don't
him
think he
to
deserves
die.
it.
Let him
I don't
die.
think he deserves it. He kind of deserves wherever he went. Like
It's
after
not
what
like
he did.
Code Geass where you can have advanced finagling to explain why who's alive and who's dead. That nigga's dead. Let him die. He's in purgatory now, bro.
Yeah. What?
So, like, what is the OVA? Is that just a random Shinigami or is that light? Do we have a confirmation? Hmm.
Yes. Yeah, he made didn't he make Ray Pinber use the Death Note because he's the pages of it? Yeah, because he made Ray Pinber write those FBI agents on Death Note papers. That's fucked up. Like, why didn't you just make him use normal paper and do it yourself?
That's so fucked.
What was I gonna?
But it's
Anyway,
really smart though. What the fuck? That's super smart.
it is. Oh, fuck. Ray Pimper even says the words like, "Oh, it's not like you could kill them with just their names." And Ray Pimper is literally looking at the pictures of the FBI agent, so it works. It is. Yeah, I really like Death Note.
Just a good one.
Uh yeah, we will not go on a huge Death Note Code Geass comparison this video, but what in the Code Geass video we'll do that though. Yeah, Kuro. We're gonna do that when me and Kuro finish rewatching, I guess. You two, me, and Kuro, I guess. And Tame, yeah, Tame probably to be
Do I have to explain my advanced code mechanics
no.
on
If you
how
don't, who's
that
gonna do?
nigga Lelouch kind of lived, bro? Kind of makes sense, dude.
Whoa, bro, you're really spoiling Code Geass movie
Oh
3 when
man,
it's literally called Lelouch of the Resurrection.
bro,
Yeah,
that's not him.
I'm not.
Ooh, can we discuss the new one?
But
That one's good.
I've already been I've
Nigga.
already been super spoiled. Like I already know everything that happened in the
Yeah,
one
Twitter,
shot.
Twitter happened.
No, I don't mean
People
that. I
still
mean
post.
I literally I it was stupid, but I literally just watched like a summary of it. I listened to a summary of it
It's like 80 pages, bro.
because I didn't really care about being spoiled.
Okay, yeah,
So I know what happened.
I want to talk
Like,
about it.
you could talk about it.
It's really
I know everything that happens.
he has sauce, and he's pretty fucking smart. He's not like an
He do
insane
be
motherfucker.
saucy.
He's not a psychopath either. He
I do
didn't
like
kill a single nigga.
I
No one.
yeah, that's cool. I do like him getting the death note and telling Ryuga like, yeah, come back in like 3 years. I got a plan. Don't worry.
Yeah, because he doesn't leave enough tracks to like. He's not going around murdering motherfuckers.
See, I don't
leaving
consider
a-
what he did to be Shinigami cheating.
No,
That's pretty fair game.
it's the smart exploitation of the rules that caused fucking more rules to happen,
Yeah.
and he just got fucked.
Yeah, that's just a stupid ass pull that come on. And now
I mean, no,
that
the whole point was you can't do that, bro. Like, nobody fucking was smart enough to try doing pulling that fucking garbage. So now we have to add that because we can't let fucking death notes into the economy. Yeah, oh, that's cool actually. Yeah. I like the idea that, like, let's say Ryu told him and he didn't get the money that day. The fact that he might have been like, oh, just goes to the grocery store, he gets some dollars change and he just fucking drops because that was money that could have been his in circulation. And it's like,
that's
imagine
true.
you can't touch money no more. Even if it's fucking random money, don't go to Japan.
And
no
it
more.
was a lot of money he was giving to everybody.
Who had that bank account?
Yeah.
Oh, it was yours. Oh my fucking god. I didn't catch that because I had forgotten.
I mean, if they truly wanted to make a sequel, I mean, right now the Death Note is in possession of the U.S. government. But
No, it's not in possession of
is
nobody.
it not?
Because if Donald Trump touched it, he would die.
Yeah, I know, but okay. So what happened?
So Ryu has it.
He has it again. Okay.
Yeah, they bought it.
Oh,
So-
I mean, I guess that's an intimidation tactic.
It was that and like, oh man, we're so good. We saved the world from the Death Note. Crazy.
Certainly sounds like something he'd do. Sure.
Yeah. It's a powerful card though.
Yeah, I guess they certainly made sure it was indeed a one shot with that thing.
Oh,
I have to watch it.
we should watch that one day.
We will.
There's the K-drama, right? There's K-dramas of everything, bro.
I mean, those were good, right? How different are those movies to the original? Hmm. Yes.
Oh, the Netflix movie's so fun.
I do know a bit about it. About that people just think Light's a fucking bitch, Light Turner.
No, he's
Mia.
a loser.
Yeah. And that Misa's Mia and she's a fucking like simp. No, she's
And
not.
she's
He's
the
a simp.
main villain. Shit, isn't she like the?
Bro, how you turn?
Does Elle even die in that? He gets
Wasn't
sequel
I
baited.
swear a sequel got announced for it.
Yeah. Probably canceled. Oh no. Fucking kill Everett. Oh my god.
Mia tried to kill Light's dad, and with his death note, and then he kind of
Did
just
she die?
no.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened. I didn't watch it, so I don't know exactly what happened.
I saw
I just know
summary.
Light like simps over her, so he's like, okay. Bro really forgave the girl that tried to kill his dad. Is it? I guess.
I don't-
Psycho Pussy apparently is really do be hitting.
Like you could tell that Light's a bitch because he gets swayed, but the power of pussy.
That's not
My
Light,
my goat would never.
He sways the pussy. He doesn't
My
sway
goat,
him.
the pussy sways in his direction, not the fucking other way around, bro. That's just
Exactly,
like
bro.
palm trees in his presence, bro.
He had all these girls in his hand, being Kira. But my God, yeah. Is there
Where
anything
light
else really to
goes, the
say?
pussy follows, my nigga. Fuck.
Is there anything else to say about the good old Death Note?
Soundtrack's a banger.
It is a banger. I'll probably play some tracks in this.
God, Jesus.
I
I mean,
mean,
I was 12 watching it, so I had to catch up on any of the
we've
shit
well,
that's
Dice.
obvious.
We've already been here for 2 hours. Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't think we talked about Death Note for 2 hours.
It's 37 episodes.
Basically.
Man,
Yeah.
ever think about how next generation of anime fans ain't even gonna watch Death Note, bro? All they know is My Hero Academia, dude.
Bro, My Hero be smart though, bro. Bakugo and Deku,
Bro.
bro. That's real rival.
That's the next Ellen Light, bro.
Bro, no, please. I really like. Man, there's something about that like mirroring rivalry shit that's so fucking like amazing when it's done well.
El Dante and El Virgil, bro.
Yeah, Lelouch, Suzaku. It's all good. It's all very good when it's done well. All right. Is that it? We done here?
Should be,
It's
sounds
good.
like a
It's
wrap.
It's good video. See y'all later. Hey.
Peace.